Howdy, folks. Spencer here, and today I want to just go through and give you all a bit of a warning about this Captain Picard bundle that they've just put on sale. This bundle's been in the game now for the past couple of years, and it has a base cost of 12,000 Zen, so that's 120 bucks at its base cost. And during this 35% sale that they're going to be running for the next week in celebration of the final couple episodes of Star Trek Picard here, it is going to cost 7,800 Zen or 78 bucks. Now, the main draw to this bundle is the Tommy gun. The Tommy gun is an insanely popular ground weapon from a couple of years ago. It was a reward from a First Contact Day event back in 2019. And it is not the best ground weapon in the game, but it is really good in some situations, especially when you're dealing with a large group of heavily shielded enemies or the Borg, because it has a really powerful secondary mode that can hit up to 15 targets at a time. So if you have like a big group of enemies right in front of you, you can pull this thing out and it is going to do a devastating amount of damage to that entire group of enemies. So it's a pretty good weapon, and if you completed that First Contact Day event in 2019, then you have it on account wide unlock. The only way to get it, if you missed that event, is via the Captain Picard bundle. However, what they've done here in this bundle that has a base cost of $120 is that they have made it so that only the character that purchases the bundle will get the Tommy gun from this bundle. And it also is not reclaimable. So if you claim this on the wrong character, you're screwed. And if you accidentally delete it, again, you're sort of screwed. So this is a major pain point for this bundle because a lot of people want the Tommy gun. It's a good ground weapon. Like I said, it's really useful in some situations where you've got grouped up enemies or you're going against enemies like the Borg. It's really good against them because they can adapt to it, being it's a kinetic weapon. And it also is just a fun weapon to use. It's got a nice little special effect, which I can show you. It makes your character uh, look like they're yelling when they're firing it, similar to what you saw in First Contact. Picard used it. So I can show you that real quick. So if I go here and I hit the secondary mode, you can see my character's jaw is like opened up there and is like yelling. Now this is on elite, so these things do take a little bit longer to die, but you get the point. These Borg cannot adapt to it, and if they're grouped up, it can do a lot of damage. And it can hit up to 15 of them at a time with that secondary mode, which is why you just saw it take out a few of them there. So the Tommy gun, quite fun to use. It's powerful, and a lot of people want it. And when they go and look at the routes to get it, if they miss that event, this is literally the only route to get it. And then there is that limitation to it in this bundle. So that's really something you got to be aware of if you're looking to get the Tommy gun. We need more people putting pressure on Cryptic to change this. I've went through and I've tweeted at them about it. Because I think it's a bit ridiculous when you consider that this is a bundle that cost, or has a base cost of 120 US dollars. It's ridiculous to me that they can't give us that ground weapon as an account wide unlock from this bundle. It's not available on its own in MUDs. It's not in the Phoenix store. It's in a bundle here, and it should be fully account wide unlocked if you buy this bundle, and it should be reclaimable. So if you want to put it on your bridge officers, you can go through and do that if you buy this bundle. So that is the big issue with this bundle. Now let's take a look at the rest of the bundle here. So when we look at the one times unlock, section here, you see it's not just the Tommy gun. There is also a starship upgrade requisition that you'll get with this for a tier 5 upgrade. And then you'll also get the privateer outfit on one character. This privateer outfit is a lobby outfit traditionally. So you're getting a lobby outfit on one character. And this is from I can't remember the episode, Gambit of TNG, where Picard was like dressed as a pirate there. So um, you do then get a couple different uniforms that will be unlocked account wide. The All Good Things uniform, the Next Generation series uniform, season 1, the Open Jacket uniform. I'll include a link to the wiki page down below for those of you that want to look at the costumes a bit more. But all of these costumes here are available on their own in the C store also. You then get the Galaxy ship interior. This is not like a full interior of the Galaxy class, but it does cover the main sections of the ship. So you'll be able to be on the bridge of the Galaxy. You'll be able to go down to engineering. You'll be able to go to 10 forward. And I don't remember what other levels it has. Sick bay. So it's got a sick bay, or no, this is just showing the default. I don't think the wiki has exact pictures of the Galaxy interior here. But the point is, it's the Galaxy class interior, at least the important parts of the ship. You then get the Constellation Heavy Cruiser refit, which is a tier 3 ship. And this is the low tier version of the Stargazer. This is, again, a tier 3. You can acquire this on its own in the shipyard for 75,000 lithium. And if you get this bundle, you would have it on account-wide unlock, so you wouldn't have to pay anything at the shipyard to get it. It's not really that notable of a ship. It's a tier 3, and it does have a unique console on it called the Warp Burst Capacitor, which enables the Picard maneuver. This teleports your ship forward, basically, gives you a small damage buff, makes you untargetable. It really isn't worth it, in my opinion. The next ship we have here is the Tier 5 Galaxy Exploration Cruiser Retrofit. That's right, the highest tier Galaxy ship that you get in the Captain Picard bundle is a Tier 5. And not only is it a Tier 5, it's a Tier 5 that you can get for free when you hit level 61. It is one of the ships that you can use your level 61 token on to pick for free. So, yeah. It's also a really terrible version of the Galaxy class. It's got a Commander Engineer, Lieutenant Commander Engineer, Ensign Engineer, and then a Lieutenant Science and Lieutenant Tac, and it's a 4/4. So it's just a really bad ship. So you're not even getting like a good version of the Galaxy class. And the last ship in the Captain Picard bundle is the Miradorn Theta Heavy Raider. This goes along with the privateer outfit that you get with the bundle. And this is actually a lockbox ship, and given the recent pilot changes, it's actually not that bad in the current state of the game. So this thing is a 5/1 plus experimental, and it has a commander TAC with pilot, 2 lieutenant commander universals, a lieutenant universal with intel, and an ensign universal. So it's not really that terrible of a ship, but the main draw to getting this ship is the console. And the reason for that is because people like to get the console off the Miradorn and put it onto the Husnock warship. The Husnock is a lobby ship. And the reason for that is the Husnock and Miradorn have a 2-piece, and that 2-piece is really quite potent on either of those ships. It reduces the cooldown of the Miradorn and Husnock console. It reduces the cooldown of the Miradorn console. It buffs the Husnock one, and it has some other nice passives there. But the main thing with the Miradorn console is that it has a clicky on it that will give you 15% crit chance for 20 seconds, 33% crit severity for 20 seconds, it'll buff your Raider and Intel flanking for 20 seconds. Like, it's a good console, but the issue is that it's locked to the Miradorn and the Husnock. Those are the only two ships in the game that can use the Miradorn console or the heavy particle focuser array, which is the Husnock one. So it's good for people that are looking to get the console for this use case. If you're wanting to set up a Husnock, on a bunch of characters, I think that's a pretty niche thing. And while the Husnock is a good beam overload platform with the Miradorn console on it, I don't know if it would still be my top recommendation. We've had some recent C-Store ships like the Hydra that are really good. The legendary Valdor just came out a day or two ago, and that's a really, really good beam overload platform. I think this Husnock platform is nice, but it's really expensive to do, and I don't necessarily think it beats newer options like the legendary Valdor there. So yeah, the main draw outside of the Tommy gun is the Miradorn, and that is incredibly niche, and it's not a Fed ship. And I know that many of you do not like to fly ships that are not Federation, so you see how this bundle is a bit of a cluster. I think the summary of this little rant video is that, given that this bundle, to be honest, sort of sucks. Like, the only reason people buy this thing is right now is because they do want the Miradorn for the build that they're doing, or they fall into a trap thinking that they're going to be able to get the Tommy gun account wide. I think we need to keep applying pressure to Cryptic to get them to make the Tommy gun an account wide unlock from this bundle. $120, and I know it is cheaper with the sale right now, but looking at the base cost, $120 is getting you a tier 6 lockbox ship, a tier 5 C-Store ship that you can get for free in the game, a tier 3 ship that you can get for 75k dill from the shipyard, the Galaxy ship interior, which will cost you like $20 in the C-Store, a bunch of uniforms that typically run for about $5 a piece, a T5 ship upgrade, which is not really that valuable, and nowadays most people just want the T6 upgrades. You can't use these T5 upgrades on the tier 6. You got the privateer outfit, which is a Lobby outfit, so one character gets that. And then you've got the Tommy gun. Like, I think for most people the value really isn't there. This bundle cost, at its base price, cost what like the 12th or 13th anniversary bundles cost when they're at a nice 35 or 40% discount. So it's really, really a hard bundle to recommend unless you have a use case for the Miradorn. This bundle is a very easy skip, and hopefully I can change that recommendation in the future. I've tweeted at the STO Twitter. I've tweeted at Kale about it, and hopefully we can get enough attention out there from the community to get Cryptic to address this issue and make it so that the Tommy gun from this bundle is account wide and also reclaimable, so that if you accidentally delete it or you want to get it for your bridge officers, you can do that. So I know I've been a bit ranty in this video. It's a bit late at night for me, but hopefully you guys got the gist of it. The Captain Picard bundle is a joke. I know that they have put it on a sale to celebrate the last 2 episodes of Star Trek Picard, but it's a bundle that's a trap, is the best way to describe it, because you're looking at it thinking you're getting a bunch of Picard stuff, or you're getting the Tommy gun, and you're not really getting much out of it. So that is going to be it for this video. If you have anything you want to add, if you disagree or agree with my thoughts here, please let me know. And please make sure to go like comment on the forums or Reddit, somewhere publicly visible, telling Cryptic that you want the Tommy gun from the Captain Picard bundle to be made an account-wide unlock. $120 should be getting a weapon in a game, just it's a couple pixels. If we're already paying that much for the bundle, why not make it so we can get it on account-wide unlock? Because it's not like you can just buy the bundle multiple times. You can't get the Tommy gun in Muds. You can't get it in Phoenix. Like, this is the only source. So change a little bit of code on their side and make that a nice account-wide unlock. But that's going to be it for today. Thank you all for tuning in. And again, thank you to all channel members and viewers for the continued support. See you guys around.